before Adam, who sang at the dawn of the universe. The Bible conceals a startling secret about the sons of God, creation's first witnesses, and a chapter of a history perhaps deliberately forgotten. Unveiling Genesis, the enigma of beings who existed before Adam. Do we truly grasp the entirety of the epic saga of creation's dawn? What if I told you that hidden deep within the pages of the Bible lies a profound mystery rarely spoken of, an enigma that not only challenges traditional views but could fundamentally alter our understanding of humanity's origins? Even before Adam was formed from the dust of the earth, the Bible hints at the existence of other extraordinary entities, beings known as the sons of God. But who were they? And more importantly, why is this foundational subject so seldom brought to light in contemporary discourse? Today, we shall plunge into the abyss of this enigma. We will explore not only familiar biblical texts from a new perspective, but also delve into ancient traditions and daring theories that challenge what we have always believed to be true. Before we venture further, ponder this with me. If these beings were present even before humanity was crafted, was Adam truly the first sentient creation? Or was there something before him, a glorious existence, a history lost to time, or perhaps deliberately concealed? Witnesses of the beginning, imagine yourself at the dawn of time, before the first human breath, before the Garden of Eden blossomed with its pristine flowers, even before light was separated from the encompassing darkness. In that primordial, awe-inspiring moment, the sons of God were already there. They were living witnesses, beholding the majesty of the Creator as the universe was born. But why were they present? And what was their true role in the divine plan? An exceedingly fascinating detail, often overlooked, lies within the Book of Job. When questioning Job, God himself revealed an astonishing truth through a powerful inquiry. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me if you understand. Who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know. Who stretched the measuring line across it? On what were its footings set? Or who laid its cornerstone? While the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Job 38, 4-7. Do you comprehend this? The sons of God were already in existence even before the foundations of this world were established. They were there, exulting, witnessing the universe take shape. But how could this be if Adam was the first man? If the Bible tells us that creation began in Genesis, then who were these beings? These entities who existed even before humankind? And a more unsettling question still, why do we almost never hear of them? If the Bible mentions them, why do many modern interpretations ignore them or dismiss them as insignificant details? Is there something we are not meant to know? Before we seek answers, consider this. If other beings existed before Adam was created, is the cosmic story truly all about us? Or are we merely part of a much grander tapestry? A reality of which we are only just beginning to unveil the first glimpses? If these mysteries have ignited your curiosity, prepare yourself. What we are about to discover could forever change the way you perceive the creation of the world, the hidden knowledge of the sons of God. To truly understand who the sons of God were, we must return to the very source of the Bible. But does the Bible actually provide us with specific, clear clues about these beings? Or are we dealing with something concealed, a hidden knowledge that can only be grasped by connecting scattered fragments of truth within its sacred pages? The truth is, although countless individuals have read the Bible, very few recognize that these enigmatic sons of God appear in numerous passages and seem to play a foundational role in sacred history. The pivotal passage in Job 38, 4-7 once again affirms their presence. While the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. God is recalling a specific moment, the founding of the world, and the astonishing detail is the sons of God were already there. This means they existed even before the earth was formed. So, who were they? Many exegetes suggest that the sons of God were angels. This seems plausible, as angels are often depicted as spiritual beings existing in God's presence. But is this the only and complete explanation? If they were merely angels, why does the Bible use the specific designation sons of God instead of simply angels? Could there exist a distinct group of celestial entities, different from the traditional angels we often envision? 3 major theories about the sons of God. To answer these questions, we must explore the primary interpretations that have emerged throughout millennia of history. Scholars, theologians, and even mystics have attempted to decode the true identity of the sons of God. 3 main theories have risen to prominence, each opening a door to a different mystical cosmology. 1. They were angels. This is the most widely accepted interpretation. According to this view, the sons of God were angels who existed before the creation of humankind. This argument is firmly based on Job 38:7, which describes them rejoicing at the world's creation. However, a new mystery arises. If they were angels, did all of them remain loyal to God? Or did some of these beings go astray, becoming fallen angels? The Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish text not included in most canonical Bibles, speaks of a group of angels called the Watchers, who descended to earth, mingled with humans, and produced a hybrid lineage. Could these be the same sons of God mentioned in Genesis chapter 6? If this theory is correct, then the sons of God were powerful divine entities who existed before humanity and played a direct role in creation and cosmic order. 2. They were pre-existent souls. Another fascinating theory posits that the sons of God were not angels, but souls that existed even before the material world was created. This idea appears in some Jewish and early Christian traditions. The prophet Jeremiah seems to allude to this in Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. If God knew Jeremiah before he was born, does that imply his soul existed before his physical body? If this is true, then Adam was not the first conscious creation, but perhaps the first to receive a physical body within a specific plan, while the sons of God already existed in another form. 3. The gap theory, a pre-Adamic creation. This is perhaps the most shocking and audacious theory. Some believe that Genesis 1:2 contains a secret message. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep. Some Hebraic scholars argue that the word was, haya, can also be translated as became. This suggests that the earth might have previously existed in a different state, ordered and inhabited, but then some cataclysmic event destroyed it, causing it to become chaotic before the 6-day creation described began. If this is true, then the sons of God could have been part of a creation that existed before humankind, a celestial civilization or even a high-level material civilization that was destroyed before Adam's advent. But if any of these theories hold true, what happened to these beings? The next answer could completely change your perspective on the history of creation. Keep following, because the mystery is only just beginning to unfold. The fate of the sons of God after humanity's creation. Thus far, we have explored the great mysteries surrounding the sons of God. We know they existed before humanity was created, witnessed the world's foundation, and we have analyzed 3 main theories regarding their identity. But now, a far more unsettling question arises. If the sons of God existed, what happened to them after Adam was created? Were they set aside? Were they integrated into the divine plan in a new way? Or did some of them rebel against God? This is where we begin to enter one of the darkest and most enigmatic chapters of biblical history. To find answers, we must examine the texts that speak of the fall of certain celestial beings, the relationship between the sons of God and humans, and their possible influence on the world today. The rebellion that challenged divine order. One of the most fascinating and debated events in the Bible is the rebellion of Lucifer, morning star, and the fallen angels. In Isaiah 14:12-15, the fall of a divine being who sought to ascend above God is described tragically. How you have fallen from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth, you who once laid low the nations. And in Ezekiel 28:14-17, an angel is mentioned who was cast out of the garden of God for his pride. You were an anointed cherub who covers, and I established you. You were on the holy mountain of God. Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupted your wisdom because of your splendor. So I threw you to the earth. But here is a critically important point that few consider. What if Lucifer's rebellion was not his alone, but also involved a faction of the sons of God? If these beings had an active role in creation before humanity appeared, is it not possible that not all of them peacefully accepted the advent of mankind? This is where we encounter the most controversial passage about the sons of God in the entire Bible, the sons of God in Genesis 6, a forbidden union. One of the most perplexing and debated verses in the entire Bible is Genesis 6:2. The sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. This verse raises a host of disturbing questions. Who were these sons of God who took human wives? How could they do this if they were spiritual entities? Is it possible they descended to earth and took physical form? The most common interpretation posits that the sons of God here were fallen angels who disobeyed God and united with human women. This idea is reinforced by the Book of Enoch, an apocryphal text that details how a group of angels called the Watchers descended to earth and fathered a hybrid race known as the Nephilim. And it came to pass, when the children of man had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, the children of the heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. Book of Enoch 6:1-2. If this is true, then not all of the sons of God remained faithful to their original purpose. Some broke God's laws, descended to earth, and mingled with humanity. The disappearance and the great flood. According to the Bible, this forbidden union between the sons of God and human women had catastrophic consequences. In Genesis 6:4 we are told, The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. These hybrid beings called Nephilim were considered an aberration in the divine order. God saw that humanity had become exceedingly corrupt, and he decided to cleanse the earth with a great flood. Here, a fascinating theory arises. What if the true purpose of the flood was not merely to punish human wickedness, but also to eliminate the Nephilim and eradicate all evidence of the rebellion by a faction of the sons of God? Some believe that the rebellious sons of God involved in this event were indeed punished and imprisoned. The second letter of Peter 2:4 states that certain angels were cast down to Tartarus and committed to chains of gloomy darkness to be kept until the judgment. And Jude 1:6 reinforces this idea. And the angels who did not keep their proper domain, but left their own abode, he has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day. If these passages refer to the sons of God who disobeyed, then their punishment was to be trapped in darkness until the end of time. A lingering influence today, but this leads us to one final question. Do the sons of God still influence the world today? If they existed before humanity, and if some rebelled against God, does that mean their influence can still be felt? This is where things become even more intriguing. The Bible mentions that spiritual forces are still at work, attempting to influence world events. In Daniel 10:13, a spiritual entity called the Prince of Persia is described as confronting an angel sent by God. This passage suggests that there are still celestial beings active in the world, influencing nations and historical events. If some of the sons of God fell from grace, could it be that they are still working behind the scenes, manipulating human history? Conclusion: a mystery, still awaiting resolution. We have journeyed together through a profound mystery. We have seen that the sons of God may have existed even before Adam, witnessing the creation of the world. They might have been angels, pre-existent souls, or part of a previous creation. Some may have rebelled against God and mingled with humans. Their traces seem to have vanished after the flood, but their influence might still be present. Now the final question for each of us is, are we ready to accept that the creation story is far more complex than we were often taught? If humanity was created to replace or perfect the role of the sons of God in governing the world, are we truly fulfilling that purpose? Or perhaps are we still caught in a struggle that began even before we were born? What are your thoughts on all of this? Leave your comments and share your opinions. If this topic has piqued your curiosity, don't forget to follow for more content on the hidden mysteries of the Bible. And remember, the truth is always there, but only those who diligently seek it will find it.